Hey, you know the best hood in the world? And I ain't being funny. I ain't been everywhere around the world. I've been a lot of places, but the best hood in the world, man, for me, was fatherhood. You know? But it's like, as a father, like my father wasn't there. Never threw a football with me. Never showed up parent teacher conference. Matter of fact, he was never in this state when I needed it. But as a father, I took all that pain and I tried my best to reverse it. See, I knew what it felt like for me not to ever have a father. I know what it felt like for him never to show up, you know. I give him the benefit of the doubt. I had a number I could call, you know. If I got in trouble, I can hop on that Greyhound. I could get in the car. I could go visit. Or if it was a funeral, we would go down there or some shit like that, right? But see, I took everything that my father didn't give me and I made sure that I gave it to my children. Not only things, but me. I ain't just spend the money, even though I spent the money. I spent time. I got some children that I wasn't able to, you know. Maybe they was out of state. Maybe their mother, you know. But my immediate children, I made sure I made it better than the last time. I made sure I turned my mess into my message. I spent time. I put the streets to the side, you know. If that's what I was doing, you know. Some of my children, a lot of my children, and they grown, missed the doctor's appointment. Never missed the parent-teacher conference. Never missed a practice. You know, never deprived them of being a child. I taught them the real PlayStation, what the real PlayStation was, outside in nature. Things that I went through, I shared it with them. Things that I had knowledge of, I sat down and talked to them about it, man. I really threw footballs with them. I really played basketball with them. I really got down when they was toddlers on that carpet, in that dirt, and played with them with them Hot Wheels, with them, you know, hands-on type of shit. See, as a father, we be the most expendable, I'm gonna call us a thing, because that's what they play us like. Most expendable thing, even though we're beings on earth. My experiences, no matter how I pull it up, I mean, I got children that me and them was about to go back to back with some enemies. Stood tall in situations. Running ends with the laws. Stood 10 toes down. Even when they wasn't old enough to really know. But I taught them that they had the right to remain silent. I taught them to stand on principles and morals. I taught them everything that I could for one day for them to flip on me for nothing. When I say for nothing, I mean for nothing. For corrections, for correcting. No raising your voice, just corrections. You know, I know y'all heard of heaven is between a woman's legs. If you ain't heard of that, that's for real. And a lot of young men, even adults, spend their whole life trying to get back to heaven. You know? They act like they can climb back between their mama's legs, you know? See, these women have a hold on them because they released them. It don't matter that we had sperm. It don't matter that we shot something in something to create something. See, to some children, it don't matter. You know, you can pull up for them their whole life. You can stand up for them your whole life. On principles and morals. See, I was the type, my mama used to show out on me for the teacher. So I told myself I'd never show out on my children for the teacher. I'm gonna see what the fuck, I'm gonna ask them what happened. I'm gonna ask my child what happened. You know? To see these teachers ain't about shit, some of them. These principles ain't about shit, some of them. The whole shit system ain't about shit. So I always told my children, like, I don't give a fuck what it is. Don't lie to me. You know? And that still goes on still tippy toeing on them principles and morals right now. You know? I kept my word because I had people that would promise me things and never came through. So I made sure I kept my word. If I said I was going to do something, I did it. But see, it was one day, and I know this shit is a test. It's one day, all my children just flip-flopped on me. I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand it. It hurt like a motherfucker, right? But see, I had to tap into my motherfucking greatness, man. And remember and realize the real lies. I had to remember the hold that those mothers have on them. Men, young men, little boys. You know? Because I did everything in my motherfucking power, man. I mean, financially, being there, everything except for dad. Sacrificed myself. Like I said, I done pulled up the situations. 5-on-1s. I stood 10 toes down. You know? 5-on-1s plus the law. Because people scary and want to call the police behind my child. My child called me plenty of times. Not just one child. These situations, you know, different strokes, different folks, but it's just, this is the story of my life. With a couple of my children. I always had to pull up for them. And when I pulled up, I was on their side. I was ready to die, if need be. With their other side, with their families. You know? It was times where it was 5-on-1s and I could have picked up the motherfucking phone and made this shit even. But I didn't, because when I pick up the phone, it's going to be a different type of reaction from the people that I call to pull up. So I never did that. I stood 10 toes down so my child could see what I would do for them. Me. You need no security. Shot my child out my dick. Need no security. It's like a mother birthed and pushed them out. Introduced them to this place. But as a father, that's why I be like, you know, I don't be on none of these holidays, man. But it's like the deadbeats. Oh, don't let me forget that, man. Like, people always, I got child's parents that hated me, hated my guts because they claim that I spoiled my children. So it ain't never been an issue as far as taking care of the child. I just had babies by jealous motherfuckers that was upset because maybe their father didn't do what I did. I don't know. It wasn't for me to find out. I didn't give a fuck. I knew what I had to do for my child. I was out here risking my life and my freedom. So why wouldn't I spoil them? I mean, that's their word. Why wouldn't I? You know, they call it spoiling now. Giving my child choices. My children, man, like, I didn't go pick up one at a time when it was time for shoes, when it was time for clothes. I want to pick them all up, man. And gave them choices. I let them, young as hell, pick out their shoes. If the price was too much, I tell them, pick another one. I didn't even discuss the price. Pick another one. But at the same time, real is rare. So I did tell them, nah, daddy ain't gonna get them, man. I ain't paying that, you know? But I had all three of them. And you can ask their mamas. Some of them mothers not here, passed away recently. No. And the ones that passed away don't even have a relationship with them because they wish me dead. Sorry. Me and their mother was like this. Me and their mother had a better relationship than the children. When she passed away, they held grudges because I didn't want to go see her laying down. I seen her 3 days ago standing up. That's how I want to remember. No. But it's hard out here for fathers, man. I mean, I done got rid of houses because I had children. I had a son that was in a fucked up situation. I was remodeling a house. I just bought this house. I had plans on this house, but guess what? I sold that house to get a lawyer. I sacrificed things for my children that you only hear stories about women doing. I changed my life, my lifestyle, just so they wouldn't come visit me behind no glass. I said no to a lot of things. I took a pay cut out in the streets, man. Oh yeah, I took a pay cut out in the streets because see, money wasn't everything, man. I respect people, not no money. All these is choices that I made, I understand that. But see, I would never think that one day I would look up and I would be a childless father. For nothing. All because the mother sat over there, tried to block them from getting scratches, block them from mistakes, block them, shield them, guard them from a father's discipline. You know? I mean, like I was with my children every motherfucking day. We was doing this, we was doing that, we was going here, we was going there. I made sure that what I was risking my life and my freedom for, I took that shit, whipped it up into fun, into experience, into, you know, traveling. Things that, memories with my children. I took them all types of places, man. But you would think that I was that deadbeat. You would think that I beat them. You would think that I did something to them that I wasn't supposed to. I violated them or something. You would think that. Because they cut a motherfucker off like a light switch, man. Trying to get back to heaven. Trying to feel like their mama feel. Because she fucked up. You dog a motherfucker. And then a motherfucker be great. You put a motherfucker down. When you know the real principles and morals. I mean, you got family members that love this motherfucker to death. Your child's father. I don't like to say baby daddy. It's for your deadbeats. I don't like to say baby mama. Mother of my children. Family love a motherfucker to death, man, because real is rare. You were solid. You did things for the mama, the daddy, other family members that you didn't have to. Because you was in a position, you know? But then, you sit over here and you watch this family member's jealousy because you're an empath, you could feel it. This motherfucker over here all of a sudden jealous of you. This motherfucker over here hate your motherfucking guts. See, you don't give a fuck. You just remove yourself from people, places, and things. There's parents out here, man. The opposite. They got the children feeling like since the child don't live with the father or the child don't live with the mother, that the father can't ask. Just request. Let me know when you get there safe, man. You got children flipping on the father, saying things from a distance, not in their face. All for caring. Go somewhere. You know they going. All you ask is let me know you made it safe. Text me when you get there. You got children flipping on you like, gotta tell you everything. Wow. Because you don't live with me. But if you sit up here and want to tally up some shit, since money mean everything to everybody, man, people respect money more than fucking people. Since we want to go on to who did the most, and see, I don't even rock like that. I just do my part. I don't be in no competition. But you got parents to be in secret competition. You go buy your child something, they got to try to do a one-up. They're going to go buy them. You can go buy them a small carrot earrings. They're going to go buy them some bigger, less valuable, just bigger. And they eyes say they don't know nothing about VVS's. They don't know nothing about clarity. They just want to one-up. Let me go get these. He bought them that. Well, you know. But the child don't see that. You don't even say nothing, though. Because before the child got here, you was seeing shit. You was going through shit. See, the child don't know about that. But see, these women have these children so fucked up, you can't even crack a joke about the other side without them getting touchy-feely. That's why I say, do everything trying to get back to the pussy like it's a relationship. Like you talking about they woman. Same shit that they used to smile about, they used to come to you about. You say something, you crack a joke about it all. They got their mean mug on, they mad at you. See, you an empath, you can feel it. They don't know, though. They think you don't feel it. They think you don't see. They think you don't know. Tell me. That's why back in the days, man, the father would come get the son and take him away at a certain age so he wasn't ruined, so he didn't wind up bitch made. If you a father, still do what you gotta do, man. Put in that work, man. Put in that time. But I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a time in your life where it's gonna fuck you up. Damn near crush you. Damn near make you want to get the fuck up out of here. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a day that fuck you up. You're not gonna understand why. But guess what? Don't even question it, man. It's all a test, man. Keep it moving, man. Ain't no bump beds and no motherfucking caskets, man. Long as you know you put in that time, you put in that work, you put in that effort, you showed that love. Not dug in your pocket and gave it to them. Shit, you might have did that too. You know, because that's what they define love is. Purchases. Oh, they love me because they bought them some ones. They love me because they got them some $175 jeans. Been there, done that. With no complaints, man. I never BMW styled my children. I never bitch moaned or whined about nothing. Nothing. Because I didn't want them to feel like no burden, man. Like I said, I'll never forget, man, my son was about like 7 or 8. He's like, Daddy, do you got bills? No, I always stayed by myself. Tried it with each one of my children's mother. You know, at one point in time, we did live together. But, you know, I'm like, laughed at him like, yeah, man, I got bills. Why you ask that? He's like, cuz, Dad, you don't never complain about them. You don't never say nothing about them. You don't never da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I said, I ain't supposed to. I'm not going to put grown-up issues on a child. Make them sit. If I complain, I curse myself. If I complain around my child, I curse my child. I ain't want to send no curses towards my children. First and foremost, I didn't want to curse myself. I just played in the dirt. When it rained, I got it out the mud. I did what I had to do, that entrepreneur life, you know what I mean? They could say I spoiled them. They could say whatever. That's their opinion. See, I spoiled them with knowledge too. My children, I was passing them books as soon as they was able to read. Books that they wasn't supposed to be reading at that age. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the difference between an asset and a liability. Rich Dad, Poor Dad for teens. My son wasn't no teenager. He could read. Here you go. all types of things to read, man. See, I gave knowledge, I gave myself, I gave my time. And in the end, what do I get? I get a bunch of motherfuckers that want to act like I ain't doing motherfucking thing, man. Act like I wasn't there. You know? Something else I gave them. And I gave myself. It was time here with them. I kept my motherfucking ass out of jail. I ain't been in that motherfucker till recently. Since 1998. Because every time I get ready to do something, man, either I knew I had to do it right, or I knew that I wasn't gonna do it at all. You know? But see, they forget all about that, man. They too busy running around here trying to feel like the mama feel, or feel bitter. You got teenagers sitting up here thinking about going hard because going hard to help the parent pay the bill, which they shouldn't have to, because the parent want to bitch, moan, and whine around them. You know, child used to come talk to you about problems. They don't talk to you about the problems no more. They want to tell you that everything cool. Oh, mommy changed, mommy this, mommy that. Nah, mommy got you under a spell. Emotional manipulators, man. They witches and wizards. You know? See, I'm just honest, man. I don't bite my tongue about shit. I don't let people take advantage of me, and I tend to lose a lot of people like that. It's cool. See, I'm gonna rock my own life, man. I ain't trying to rock nobody else's shit.